questions.
Coach, a little different feel tonight, but still some early inning struggles there at the play. What was kind of your take?
Just the game's fighting us a little bit. We got some guys pressing in certain parts of our lineup, so it was nice to see the middle of our order really took care of business today and had some big hits. And we got really good players. Just sometimes this game plays you a little tough, and so we had to fight through it. I think we learned a lot about our team in a 24-hour period because when we left here last night, very disappointed, but it was good to see him fight back.
Kind of going off of that, Westy said he was so mad he didn't even really want to go to sleep last night. Comes here today and gets on base 4 times, scores all 4 times, and then gets that homer. What's it like having a guy that cares that much about the program and then backs up what he says too?
Well, it's huge. I'm sure he slept more than I did too. So it was I felt the same way. I think most of our ball club did. We got great kids. They show up. They work. But man, we play a tough game, and sometimes this game can be tricky on you and get in your head a little bit. So for some of our guys, coming out here and fighting today and getting a good victory was big.
And that's what they say about Houston. Hardy gives up the home run, but he comes back and strikes out the guy on his next opportunity.
Yeah, he was good. He fought out of a jam, I think, in the third also. So he was pretty good today for his first outing for us. I'd like to see him be a little bit more efficient, but I thought he was pretty good out there. And we're going to need him. I mean, it's going to be a guy that we're going to need in the midweek, and he's an older kid, a competitive kid. I like what he did today.
What do you think of Chase coming out of the bullpen and it comes in the jam and then pitches pretty good in the next few innings too?
Yeah, he was big. I mean, Chase is really good. It's really funky to hit, so the pickoff probably wasn't the best when he skipped that one over there. But besides that, I thought he pitched really good.
Houston, I think, had about 74 pitchers coming back out for the fifth. What was his kind of realm today? Did you feel like he went a little longer, shorter? Was that
those guys now, they've been pitching. They he's been in those areas, so it's really not a pitch count. We're not in the pitch count world right now. So him just getting out there, how he feels and everything. We wish the fifth wasn't so long, but it is what it is.
In that vein, any update on JT's status, pitch-wise, or is he still?
We don't have any update right now.
You mentioned the game fighting you a little bit. Sometimes it's good to get out on the road and kind of get away from all this for a while. How eager are you to get out to take on the dirt bags?
Well, we leave at 5 a.m. tomorrow, so I'm not eager for that. But I am eager to play in some good weather and see our team. I mean, Long Beach State, man, they are good and they are playing really good right now. So it's going to be a good test for us. And we're learning a lot about our team. I mean, me as a coach, seeing these guys and in some of these scenarios for the first time, we have a lot of new guys, 23 new guys in the program. So seeing guys, how they perform, how they handle some adversity. We're going on a big road trip right now. I'm sure we'll play in front of a big crowd, and we play in front of the hostile crowd now. So it'll be a good weekend. It'll be a good test for us.
Rotation, same for the weekend?
Yes, same rotation for the weekend.
You mentioned needing Houston in the midweek. Do you anticipate seeing him as a guy to start a lot of those midweek games? I know it's just early in the season. You're still figuring things out. But
It's early. It just depends on if we need him on the weekend. We kind of do an assessment after the weekend and see who's available. He may pitch next Sunday. Who knows? So it's just, but he's a candidate for sure.
Alcorn State's a team that took Ole Miss to extra innings. Them and Texas Southern yesterday, SWAC seems to be an improved league. So it's like,
well, they're not killing it. Sometimes when you play some of those, they would hurt themselves, but they're not hurting themselves. They're in the game. They're throwing strikes. It's competitive. I mean, and there's some big hits. I mean, they had the one guy put a really good swing on the ball. He hit the home run, and their second baseman had some really good at-bats today. That was a big hit, I mean, off of Houston there.
The bullpen as a whole did a pretty good job today. I mean, are you starting to see those roles settle a little bit?
Well, I think so. I mean, my message to them is you got to be able to do it consistently. We kind of know what they are. Can you bring that on a daily basis and give us a consistent effort so we can, it's hard when you're a manager. You want to feel like you can trust what you're getting out of the bullpen. Not that we always get outs, but we're bringing our right stuff and we're competing in a certain fashion. But I'm getting closer and closer.